Which quest are you up for?
Luther the Fallen has finally shown himself. Initiating teleportation to Dark Fall's location momentarily. Once the battle begins, I won't be able to help you. All I can do is pray for your safety. May victory be ours.
3, 2, 1, go!
Trash! Really quite troublesome. What an obvious solution. Omniscience lies beyond the void! Beyond decay! I am Luther the Fallen. I am one with the Akashic Records. Time to end this. Of art trash! The Akashic Records are mine! I am Luther the Fallen! I am one with the Akashic Records! Time to end this! Of art trash! Solution tells me that you struggle in vain. This cannot be! Where did I go wrong?
Congratulations on completing the objective. Please head back.
Completed!
Which quest are you up for?
I don't know why I got so aggravated back there. Yeah, it did look that way. I know that's wrong. Not very Arcs-like at all. How should I put it? It's just this kind of raw feeling I had, but I hated it. The Divine Ones on this planet are revered, and it seems like they're forced to do things they don't want to. When I start to wonder if they're being forced to do things, it becomes hard to control my feelings. Geez, I'm not a divine anything, but I keep talking about myself as if I were one. Gotta keep myself in check. Okay, enough self-reflection. Let's look for Kotoshiro. This isn't just about Nightfallers. Ballspawn are showing up too. We have to help. Kotoshiro, are you okay?
Why are you here? This cannot possibly concern you two.
Yeah, exactly. We're as involved as you are. I mean, look, over there.
Wow! We tried to reel in the Ash Maiden, but wouldn't you know it?
We've hooked ourselves something much better. Dark Falls.
Don't stare like that. How scary.
I'm shaking in my shoes. Arcs is simply horrifying.
Enough of this. What a bother. It'd be faster if we ate the Ash Maiden, but we don't need a coward like her.
Right? We don't need any cowardly Ash Maiden.
So, everyone,
We'll destroy everything at once. They've been brainwashed by the Dark Falls? There's no way they could be corrupted this quickly.
Those dark children must be very powerful. Such things, however, no longer matter. They set foot in the Divine One's shrine and insult her. The punishment is death. Taste my blade! Cursed shield draws near.
Emergency! Code Q!
Impressive. They toppled such a large foe.
They sure beat it. You did better than we thought. Amazing, really.
Now, show us what makes you really amazing.
It'll be boring if you don't. More of them! Kotoshiro, I think we should retreat.
Flee if you wish. I shall protect the shrine. That is my duty as guardian.
Well, in that case, let's help, okay?
All right, then.
Let's continue, shall... Hmm? Huh?
This is the Ashen Wind.
Goodness, with all the fuss you daybreakers and nightfallers make, I can't even take a nap. I thought you'd get sick of fighting by now. Ugh. Yet here we are. Congratulations on royally disgusting me. So, here you all are, huh? Planning on throwing a party? Sadly, I'm not in the mood right now, and I must ask that you reschedule. Did you wipe them all out? Even the dark balls? No, I merely returned them to their rightful place, somewhere in Nightfall Province. Kotoshiro, oh, Kotoshiro, why did you not flee, you dummy? It would have been fine were you on your own, but it was rather foolish to involve our guests.
I have nothing to say to that.
Ugh, you are such a bore. At least argue a little.
All right, I will. What would you do if you returned to find your shrine gone?
Well, that's obvious. I would punch you in the throat.
That is why I guarded it.
Because you are afraid of my fists?
If you can destroy a planet with them, of course.
Do not make me laugh. I love this planet. Why would I destroy something I love so? Well, whatever. Let me praise you for guarding this shrine, Kotoshiro. Oh yes, right. I should also thank our guests. Thank you. I appreciate your help. And yours as well, Matoi. Huh? How do you know our names? I should know as much. I am a divine one, after all. Again, I thank you kindly, my guests. I am Sukuna Hime. They call me the Ash Maiden. Pleased to meet you. Sukuna Hime, the Ash Maiden. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. There is no need to be formal. We are indebted to both of you. Right, Kotoshiro?
I also thank you for your assistance. I was able to protect these grounds because of you.
Now then, I shall go to the shrine you so beautifully protected and take another nap.
Please wait, Lady Sukuna Hime. All regions of Haruka-tan are in dispute.
No, I will not wait. I am tired. and so I shall sleep now.
I apologize. I feel ashamed you had to see that.
Oh, no worries.
It is hopeful that you catch on so quickly.
Hey, Zig, does anything seem out of place?
There's no damage as far as I can see. It has been restored perfectly.
But something's off. I noticed it when I tried to fight. It feels different.
I get what you're saying. The way Clarissa is now, it doesn't seem like it has unlimited power. It's also different from when it was repaired before. That time, its power hadn't been awakened. This time, it seems to have lost it. I don't know how best to put it, but at any rate, it doesn't seem to be as powerful as it was before.
I see. I wonder why.
That is probably because Shion is not here. The cosmogenic arms are weapons that were powered by the mothership and exhibited astonishing abilities. Now that the mothership's, Shion's power is gone, all of the cosmogenic arms have lost their abilities.
Indeed. I could make something that matches the caliber of that.
Without the power of the mothership, the Yonohate I used broke. And that was after just one use. Which means that the power of the mothership, Shion, was so important for the cosmogenic arms. Clarissa has even different roots than the cosmogenic arms we own. The fact that it retained its form is already a miracle. It probably will not regain the power it once had.
Then, this Clarissa is like a memento of Shion.
Indeed.
So, Regius, you came all the way here because you finished discussing that matter from before?
Yes, that's right, Zig. I received permission from Shao. I request that you forge new cosmogenic arms.
You put it so simply, but as a swordsmith, there's no reason for me to refuse such a request. Oh, yes. If it's all right with you, I'd like to try to repair the Clarissa again. If I reconstruct it, I might be able to restore its power close to where it was, if not completely.
Thank you, Zig. But I'm okay with it as it is. This Clarissa and I will stick together.
Oh, it's you. Hey, listen. I wanted to ask you something. Has, that Force girl, Marlo, has she asked about me or anything? She and I fought together back on the mothership, see? But I haven't seen or heard from her since. No, huh? I mean, it's not like anything really happened. Just, yeah. I feel like there's this gap between us that I can't close. She just runs off whenever I try and approach her. That's what I hate about forces, I tell ya. No, you know what? I guess the real issue is just me getting worked up like this all the time. Don't get me wrong, I can't stand forces. But that doesn't mean I hate her as a person or anything. I think she's got me all wrong. So I just want to set the record straight. That's it, really. But I feel like it might already be too late for that. Sorry for dragging the conversation on like this. I'll catch you around.
I thought they would have made some progress by now. Color me surprised. It seems like things are actually getting worse, huh? That's not what I was hoping for. All of us operatives should be nice and friendly to each other. That's best for all of us, yeah?
Oh, hello. Say, would you mind if I asked you something? Has that hunter Oza asked you about me at all? We were together for a brief moment during the incident on the mothership, but I have not seen much of him since. Oh, well, it is not like anything really happened between us to begin with. It is not as though we cannot speak to one another. It is just that we have drifted apart to an uncomfortable degree. But he still just comes right up into my space like it is no big deal. That is what I dislike about hunters. They are always worked up and lacking restraint. But talk like that is probably what made us start avoiding each other in the first place. I truly dislike hunters, you know. But I do not hate him in particular. There is lots I would like to talk with him about, in fact. But I think it may be too late, and this stubborn head of mine is to blame. I am sorry. I really should not have bothered you with a trivial matter like this. Take care now.
I think she just needs a little push in the right direction. But I guess this is mostly my fault, so I'd better swoop in to help. You'll help me though, right? Great.
We successfully routed Dark Falls. We are grateful for your support, ArcSops.
Oh, am I glad to see you. Would you mind lending me a hand? All you need to do is have a chat with the girl coming this way. Thanks!
Oh, you. Why are you here? I was called here by someone.
Hey, Azanami! Where the heck are you taking me?
You'll know when you get there. Just go! Okay, here she is.
Jeez. What the...
Oh.
Wait!
What?
It's alright if you hate me. That's your prerogative. Just, please, listen. Have I done you wrong? I guess I have. I'm ignorant of things like that. I must have angered you at some point. So, I'd like to apologize.
That is not it. That is not it. I just misunderstood and decided to avoid you. You have done nothing wrong. I am the one who needs to apologize. I do not have any courage. All I could do was run. There is nothing bad about you. I am sorry.
Thanks for helping out. Well, case closed. Now, we'll leave it to them.
Oh, imagine that. Never would have thought I'd run into you here. I'm working on a little independent investigation of my own, see? And I thought maybe this place might...
Sorry to burst your bubble, Theodore, but I don't think this place has whatever you're after.
Do you know what I'm looking for, Maria?
A way to change from a Dooman back to a Newman, I presume? It's written clear as day on your face. What's so bad about being a Dooman? It's not like it'll kill you. The change probably only boosted your abilities. Why change back?
It's just this look that Ulk gives me sometimes. One I never saw when I was a Newman.
Really? The same girl who seemed completely unfazed when she found out the twisted workings of Ox as a whole?
I mean, I'm not like the other Dumans, right? I'm like a forced evolution. That probably makes people feel a little uncomfortable, right?
Oh, and I suppose she sees right through this negative line of thought, huh? Tell me, Theodore, do you have any idea how we casts came to be?
To save frail children, I thought.
Are you really that much of a fool, boy? Do you honestly think the Photoners would create an entire new race for poor little children? Sure, they use children with physical defects, but only those they saw potential in. We casts are typically created because our innate photonic aptitude outstrips what our flesh and blood bodies can handle. It's a well-known fact that Ox fiddled with the genetic makeup of our bodies. But every once in a while, actually, more often than you'd think, a child with incredible talents was born. Talents so powerful that their physical bodies could not contain them. Once such a child was spotted, they were removed from their flesh bodies and transferred to a mechanical one to make full use of their powers. Even if the transference left them with reduced potential, it would still keep them fit for battle, and that is what mattered. That is how we casts began. If anyone is a forced evolution, it's us. Now let me ask you one more thing. Theodore, do you feel uncomfortable at the sight of me and my fellow casts?
No, not at all.
Well, then the same probably goes for you then. The only thing she's truly worried about is how fixated you are on this whole issue. If you have time to spare for worrying about nonsense like this, you should spend it by her side instead. Because more than our bodies, more than our abilities, what really matters is our hearts. Got it? Then hurry up and get out of here! I can't help but tear into whiny little boys like him, who can never seem to fathom what's truly on a woman's mind. Still, at least he's not as bad as the universe's greatest blockhead of all. Who might that be? I'll leave it to your imagination.
Die! Just die already, would you? Honestly, just how far is this boot camp loon planning to go? Oh my! It's you! Would you be so kind as to lend me a hand?
You need not bother. This is part of Katori's mission. We have been over this. As a test subject, you are obligated to engage in both real battles and training alike.
Yes, I'm well aware, but I do wish someone would have told me how dreadful this all was going to be.
This would be nothing if you were better prepared, as evidenced by how easily I still draw breath as you struggle to catch yours.
I would appreciate it if you did not assume a fragile girl like me could keep up with a fitness elite like yourself.
You asked for this to begin with. If you want to end it here, I will not stop you.
Fine. Let's just get on with it then, shall we? Do be sure to watch as I do my very best.
She complains nearly as often as she breathes. Nothing good will come from hanging around here while she does. I promise. Farewell, then.
Hello. Thank you. It's me, Patty, the well-known elder sister of Patia. And here's my younger sister, Tia. And today, we have someone else, the new member of Patia. Come on out!
Hi. I'm Io.
Boss?
Boss! Don't pretend to be someone else! That hurts worse than being laughed at! Patty wouldn't let up. She even cried. I had no choice.
Nah, we really thought Patia was getting stuck in a rut. So, we invited Io to be a new member. How about it, huh? Can't you see the potential of the new Patia? You're all so lost for words regarding my bright idea.
We're so appalled that we don't know what to say, dummy. I'm so sorry, Io. I didn't think Patty was stupid enough to do something like this.
No worries, Tia. It's also my fault for being unable to refuse.
Feel free to head home. Sorry for putting you through this. Oh, Patty, you can find your way home by yourself, right? Later.
What? Kotoshiro!
Lady Sakunahime has awoken. Consequently, she wishes to commune with you two.
Commune is a grave way of putting it. I simply came to meet you. There is no need to be so apprehensive. Kotoshiro, you must learn to adopt a softer manner. How will you ever find a partner otherwise?
Lady Sakunahime, are you aware of the phrase, "It is none of your concern"?
Well, naturally, I know of it. It is often used when one hits upon a sore spot. Yes? Lady Sakunahime? Gracious, no need to be so formal. I am the Ash Maiden of Harukotan. I hold no standing for you two. Feel free to address me familiarly. But that would be rude to someone of your status. How is it rude exactly? I myself wish for you to address me in that manner. If you remain contrary, then I will simply order you to address me familiarly. But I would rather not resort to that. Very good. Setting that aside, you are a rather meddlesome duo. Even if you have some connection to the horrid creatures that accompany the Nightfallers, you have no reason to follow this fool. Indeed, you should have used him as a decoy to fell your enemies. Why did you not do so?
You might be right, but we couldn't just abandon him.
That is all?
Yeah, I think so.
Intriguing. I consider it an honor to have met you. After an eternity, I have finally met beings worthy of calling my friends. What a happy occasion.
Friends? No, we couldn't...
Is it that disagreeable a suggestion? Or do you believe goddesses are not allowed to have friends?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just...
Then you should have no objections. I have already decided to call you friends. I care not if my feelings are one-sided.
Oh, Lady Sakunahime.
I told you to skip the formalities.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you, Sakunahime.
Likewise.
You came at just the right time. I talked to Kotoshiro about it, but I was wondering why the Daybreakers are okay after fighting Falspawn.
You mentioned that before. I did not clearly understand the conversation itself, but it was something about not being corrupted, right?
Yeah, Falspawn can't be completely defeated without photon energy, and their remnants quickly become corrupted. You saw it too, didn't you, Kotoshiro? And that's why the Nightfallers are controlled by Gemini.
However, the brave Daybreakers repeatedly engage in combat, but do not present with any symptoms. Now I see. That is, indeed, strange.
That is foolish, Kotoshiro. What is strange about it? It is obvious. All the beings on this planet are awarded its divine protection. It naturally repels superficial ill will.
Yes, but, Lady Sakunahime, that does not explain the rampage of the Nightfallers.
Well, the divine protection extends to the Nightfallers as well. Thus, they must not feel malice. Have they been led astray by that eerie child? That fraudulent child that proclaims herself the Maiden. She might have instigated it. At any rate, you need not fret over it. You must deal with the matters that are looming overhead. It is good medicine for the Nightfallers, who
who have been enhanced to unnecessarily huge sizes. Beat them to a bloody pulp.
You aren't the Divine One? Oh, how disappointing. If only the Divine One was with us Daybreakers, the Nightfallers would be dealt with easily.
Now that is a selfish statement if I have ever heard one. It is not just them either. All Daybreakers tend to be like this. They say such things with no ill will meant. Certainly, the current invasion was instigated by the Nightfallers breaking the law. The fault lies with them, as foolish as they are. They are likely being deceived or manipulated by those ghoulish children. Either way, they are foolish. That includes the Night Lord for ignoring the situation as well. However, it is not only the Nightfallers. The Daybreakers are foolish as well. They both lack common sense. They once again recklessly rush down the road to war without bothering to negotiate or seek peace. The height of irrationality. I imagine my father and mother are weeping somewhere past the river. You two, there is no need to restrain yourselves on this planet. Please proceed to rake them over the coals.
I wonder if something happened to Sukuna Hime in the past. Over here! I was just wanting to speak with you, Katashiro.
Lady Sukuna Hime's past? If it is for a friend, I am quite willing to describe the legend to you.
The legend?
Indeed. Ash Maiden Sukuna Hime's past is, in essence, the legend of the planet itself. The tale may take some time in its telling. Harukatan is a place where contrast reigns supreme. Day and night never intertwine. Once upon a time, day and night were in conflict. The conflict lasted so long that no one could even remember what it was about. Eventually, the Day Lord and the Night Lord came to desire peace. The Day Lord's daughter and the Night Lord's son were wedded to seal a peace accord. And, for a time, the war was over. But the child born of day and night was gray, the color of ash. Small of frame and stunted in growth, neither dark nor light. The Day Lord blamed the Night's son. By the Night Lord's reckoning, the fault lay with the Day's daughter. And so, war began once again. Night Father and Day Mother joined the conflict, which the Ashen Child sought to stop. The Ashen Child sacrificed its life in hopes of stopping its parents from fighting. Reeling, the husband and wife regained their senses. Clutching the Ashen Child's remains, they prayed to the stars and gave their lives so that the Ashen Child might know life's embrace once more. The Ashen Child, upon being revived, wept as the ashen remains of its parents passed feebly through its fingers. The child's tears created a river eternal, to separate day and night. Thus did the war come to an end at the hands of the Ashen Child. Yet the Ashen Child still prays for the two who burned to ashes in their grief. The child prays that its mother and father's lamentations may never be given form.
Harukotan is two halves of a whole. When comes life, so comes death. I thought I heard whisper of that unpleasant tale, and there you stood, Kotoshiro. Honestly, you ever go too far. How adroitly you have memorized such a tedious tale.
It was from you I first heard it, Lady Sukuna-hime.
Sukuna-hime, the Ash Maiden, from the legend I've just communicated.
A tale of tedium, the planet's legend, possessed of not one interesting part whatsoever. Put it out of your mind with haste, you two.
I'm sorry, Kotoshiro. I think we might have made Sukuna-hime mad at you.
It is not an issue. This is how it ever is. Lady Sukuna-hime is always angry at the foolish war of day and night.
You two are always together. Do you not tire of one another?
Whoa! Sukuna-hime? And Kotoshiro?
Or perhaps, are you two a couple?
Couple?
No need to be embarrassed. It was a joke. It is so very worthwhile to tease you, Matoi. Unlike Kotoshiro, he is too honest, too naive. I jokingly asked him if he would kill himself if I ordered it, and he attempted seppuku on the spot.
If you order me to give my life, I shall obey.
Idiot, have sense enough to distinguish fact from folly.
To me, your word is absolute.
Such profound inflexibility. I implore you, find it within yourself to tell at least one joke.
If that is an order, I shall.
Do you really have room to talk, Sukuna-hime? You're always with Kotoshiro too, you know.
I am the Ash Maiden's guardian. It is my duty to remain by Lady Sukuna-hime's side.
Kotoshiro, you buffoon! You have utterly failed to comprehend Matoi's intent.
You were poking fun at how close we seemed, yes? So as to get even? Oh, we do we? Very well put. Kotoshiro?
The debt I owe you is a heavy one indeed. I cannot repay you in my lifetime. I became your guardian as a means to fulfill that obligation.
Obligation?
My hometown was annihilated in the dispute with the Nightfallers. I was the only one that survived. I was but an infant. Lady Sakuna took me in and raised me under her care. Blind though I was, she did not abandon me. On the contrary, she raised me.
I considered leaving you be, but suspected the decision would cost me considerable sleep. So I brought you with me. If I had known I was raising such a stubborn creature, I would have left you where I found you.
What you blame me for has the ring of a failure in parenting.
Do not get fresh with me, Kotoshiro. That is hardly the tenor I'd expect from a bedwetting brat.
Why would you bring that up now?
By the by, my toy, you brought up the fact that Kotoshiro and I are always together, which carries the tacit implication that you two are always together, yes?
Stop analyzing everything I say!
Ugh, how irksome. Those ghastly children are so exasperating. Ah, you there. You have such perfect timing. Please allow me to vent my frustration. Yes. That is precisely what I wanted to talk about. Please, hear me out. It is as the legends say, Harukotan is a place where contrast reigns supreme. A coin with two sides. If there is life, then there is also death. If I am likened to life, then on the opposite side there will be death. Indeed, sealed on this planet is my antithesis, an evil god known as Magatsu. All things considered, the seal that holds Magatsu remains strong. I believed it would hold for yet another 1,000 years, but now those ghoulish children are stirring up trouble in every key place. Thus, I must perform the ritual all over again and completely reinstate the seal. This will impede my afternoon nap. It is irksome, vexatious, aggravating. Do you understand my indignation now? I feel much better. Having friends is indeed pleasant. I can express myself freely. But do watch out for those abhorrent children. I know not of their history, and I doubt even a primer would elucidate it for me. But I understand full well that they are ill tidings. Though it may be a meaningless warning, if they are the reason that you have come here. But this is my advice, from friend to friend. Lock it away in a corner of your heart. More pressingly, it seems they will soon make their move. The Daybreakers are not to be counted on. I apologize, but I must rely on you two for this. How nice to see you two.
Sukuna-hime and Kotoshiro, what's going on?
The Nightfallers attacked again. The Daylord instructed us to lie in wait, and he is holed up in the castle.
Well, it is preferable to him sneaking off. This generation's Daylord is a staunch coward. It's hardly worth picking on the worm. The Daybreakers think that only the Nightfallers are attacking them, but the situation is a bit worse than that. I am in the process of reinforcing the seal. If I do not, Nagatsu, the harbinger of calamity, could be roused. That is probably what those eerie children aim to do. I will not allow their plan to succeed. This is what it means to dance to the same beat. Anyway, the seal must be reinforced at 6 locations, and 2 remain. There is no time to take care of them separately. Therefore, we will split up. Kotoshiro and I will head one way. You two, the other.
Oh, but we don't know how to reinforce the seal.
Fret not. I have a way. That is a part of myself created from magic. You may call her Tamahime. While I am a part of Sukuna Hime, I think for myself. Nice to meet you both. If you need anything, let Tamahime know, and she will relay it to me. All right, let us be off. Let us go as well. Our objective is this way.
Miss Tamahime.
Do not call me Miss. I exist as one with Sukuna Hime. Be sure to drop the title.
Oh, right. Sorry, Miss Tamahime.
Okay, whatever. You wish to inquire about Nagatsu, right?
Wow, you read my mind, Miss Tamahime. Of course you did, since you're a part of Sukuna Hime.
I realize that you have no ill will, but the way you speak to me makes me feel like I am being teased. So, Nagatsu is a disaster that eradicates planets. It is a disaster born from sorrow, a god that signifies the opposite of life, the destroyer of day and night, the eradicator of planets. I am here to quell it, the Ash Maiden Sukuna Hime, that is.
Disaster that eradicates planets. Just hearing that makes me... Yeah, the fact that it is sealed in a planet is also reminiscent of Dark Falls.
This Dark Falls you mention, is that what the Dark Children are after? Worry not, for Nagatsu is something else. However, they might be intrinsically similar.
Intrinsically?
Although they differ in scale, they are born from negative emotions such as grief and sorrow, and they bear their fangs at life forms. They may have been born from life forms, but to want to eradicate life to that end, negative emotions are deplorable, no? It is fortuitous that we arrived first. No, we didn't. Something's coming. I guess as a part of a whole, my senses are restricted. You two, can you endure until my main body arrives? Just like they said, we'll handle this. There's still more of them? When will this end? Tamahime? No! Watch out! For heaven's sake, that was close. It would appear I made it not a moment too soon. Sukune-hime, is Kotoshiro all right? There is hardly a foe present out that way. Setting up a line was no trouble at all. The reason being, I now see, that they appear to have focused their efforts on this location. You two have done well to hold your ground. Thank you both. We don't need any of that. Let's just get this ceremony started. Yes, indeed.
This is the moment we've been waiting for.
We were waiting for you to show yourself.
What in the... What was that?
Oh, we missed.
Oops, we didn't get them.
But we are not done yet.
No, we aren't finished yet. We'll get them.
How dare you do this to me?
You know me? Wait, I think I know you too? My head! Watch yourself, black-hearted one. You dare not only stand in our way, but bring pain to my comrade? I am the Ash Maiden, Tsukunehime. I am the maiden of this world. You insolent brat! Bind with my body, O great seething circle, and lock away this evil. I reject it, refuse it. Gather to me, O ashes, and bring us peace. Make it true, make it so. Are you two unharmed?
Yeah, we're fine. Thanks, Tsukunehime. But...
Ah, so you noticed, Matoi. Yes, a fragment of Magatsu escaped as a result of that less-than-ideal sealing. Good heavens, we are bound to face hardships ahead. There is much work to be done.
I'm so sorry. It's because you had to save me.
I was merely watching out for a friend. I thought nothing of it. Nor should you.
That didn't go quite right, did it?
Not right at all. Why didn't they attack the goddess?
Maybe they have a grudge against the other girl? This could be fun.
Do they know that girl from somewhere? I like where this is going.
None of that really matters right now, though, does it?
Nope. None of it matters. We did what we came here to do.
It approaches. I've a bad feeling about this. The confrontation with Magatsu is at hand, part of the vile gods sealed on this world. Only the slightest amount has escaped, but his power is beyond normal ken. We have the gates to stem the tide of this invasion, but those will not hold forever. He mustn't breach the final gate. Should he do so, it will mean the end. All will be destroyed. Of course, we've a last resort to turn to in that event. But I would like to end this without using it if at all possible. Also, our enemy is not only Magatsu. The pseudo-Nightfallers may also attack. When preparations are complete, I will give you my blessing, but I cannot aid you directly. Forgive me, but you all are the key. I lend you what strength I can.
Your mission is to defeat Megatsu, colossal foe to all of Haruka-tan. Everyone, prepare for battle. Megatsu is once sealed inside this planet. We expect this to be a massive battle. Remember your limits. Don't play the hero. Incoming alert.
Emergency! Code Q!
I bestow upon you now my divine protection.
Incoming alert.
I bestow upon you a physical blessing.
Objective complete.
Completed!
So, this next Dark Falls, Gemini the Duplicate, has the power to make copies of anyone they devour. They sure did save the worst for last, didn't they? It seems they've already acquired the powers of Apprentice and Luther, and in all likelihood, Elder too.
Are they likely to show up on Haruka-tan again?
It seems to be one of their favorite playgrounds, so that's our best guess. If at all possible, I'd like to finish them off there. And there's no better way to find out the state of things on Haruka-tan than simply asking their goddess herself. Think you can handle it?
We sure can. All my test results are in and I'm good to go. Nothing can stop me now.
How about you? Are you feeling quite all right? I mean, if you are, great. I'm just a little concerned is all. Watching you out on the front line all the time like this, I can't help but see the similarities between you and her 10 years ago. Just make sure you know when to stop yourself.
Haruko-tan, home to both day and night. They sure have an interesting way of life down there. The endless conflict between the Daybreakers and Nightfathers gave birth to both the Ash Maiden Sukunahime and the Demon Magatsu, I guess no matter the place and no matter the people, one thing you'll always find is conflict.
Think that'll ever change? Gemini seems to feed on these conflicts too. Nudging them along brings them satisfaction. But I guess it doesn't always work out so bad. Arcs did break free from Luther's control and take a step in the right direction at least. Still, Gemini is looking to be an unavoidable problem for Horukutan and Arcs alike. They've got the powers of Luther, they've had Apprentice for a decade already, and now they've even nabbed Elder. I can't imagine it'll be an easy feat to take down someone with the power to devour the likes of such dangerous entities. Especially since you and our little number 2 have been at your limits for a while now. That might actually be what's the most worrisome.
Hey, boss! It's been a while since we've met up like this. Arcs itself has been so busy lately. I'm relieved that I got to see you. Boss, it's a bit too late, but I wanted to say thank you. You used your power to save Arcs, right? I've got to thank you for that. And I'm sorry. I didn't help you out at all. I'm relieved that nothing got in your way, but I'm so sorry. I thought you were really great though, boss. How you had to face those Arcsops as your enemies, but you didn't give up. I'm going to try harder so that I can fight with you. I look forward to seeing you again.
Oh, to make your acquaintance once more is a joy without measure. What a coincidence for us to cross paths here. Actually, it certainly would not be a stretch to say this meeting was fate.
Let me explain a bit further. Katori was looking around for you so much that it hindered our mission.
So, we must have some sort of spiritual connection to be running into each other like this. Please allow me to explain how soaring blades work. So, my beloved soaring blades are two blades. They are not like twin daggers. Please do not think of them in that fashion, though. I believe the greatest characteristic of the soaring blades is that they are so easy to use. Even someone as unskilled as I can use them.
It's great that you acknowledge your lack of skill, but don't say it when promoting our class. With soaring blades, you can keep your attacks going non-stop by just maneuvering well. Not only are they easy to use, but they are quite powerful when you get used to them.
Please, by all means, give soaring blades a try. In good time, I hope that you can provide some guidance to my unskilled self.
Fully realizing how green you are is the first step. Once you do that, everything gets easier. Katori, it's time to start boot camp.
Huh? Oh, no. I never said I wanted to go through boot camp. Hey, Saga! Do you perchance understand what a joke is? You're being a bit too serious. If I continue this boot camp any further, I swear I will die. My dear friend! What superb timing! Please, come this way.
Katori, boot camp isn't over.
Saga! This is no time for boot camp! Unless you are speaking of jet boot camp, for our friend here is inquiring about jet boots.
That's very convenient timing for you, isn't it, Katori? Anyway, I would be going against our mission if I disregarded this. Jet boots are unique weapons worn on your feet. Their greatest characteristic is that they can change the element and increase the power of your techniques by charging them. In other words, jet boots belong to the technique weapon arsenal. This weapon is more suited to a human like Katori than a caste like me.
To make matters worse, it is very unladylike to swing one's legs about when already overexposed.
I can't leave it to Katori because she is much too underqualified.
Thank you so much for your candidness.
I think that's all I need to explain. I carried out my duty as a tester. Now, let's resume your boot camp, Katori.
What? Oh, no. I feel faint.
You don't feel well? You'll forget all about it when you get your blood pumping.
You have absolutely no modicum of humanity!